What is going on, guys? It is Friday, a week after my knee surgery, so I'm going to be giving you guys an update. And today I'm actually going into work for the first time since the surgery. I've been off this whole week, so give you guys a quick look at, that's all it is, just the two little, you got some bruising underneath it. It's pretty swollen. It's not too bad anymore, but it is swollen, so that's what we're dealing with there. But as you saw in the clip just a second ago, I'm getting around all right on it, walking on it and everything. But yeah, gonna go to work today for about a half day, and then go to the doctor and get an update from him on it. So bring you guys along and give you an update with the knee. 16 degrees. Just got done scraping my windows. I scraped Allison's too, but all things considered, at least, like, I'm not wishing I was on the bike. It's not like I'd be riding anyway. So it is lucky that this happened during the winter season, because no one's riding. Like, even this past weekend, tracks were closed on Sunday. It was too cold, and this weekend's looking really cold too. So even if I was able to ride, probably wouldn't be riding. So at least that helps ease the blow a little bit. But we're in my truck. We're gonna head off to work now. I guess it's just so cold that my suction cup mount popped off my windshield, so I don't have my GoPro up on there like usual. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys and let you know about the knee and everything. So the worst day after the surgery was actually the night of the surgery. I had my painkillers, and I took some when I got home and everything at like 8:30 or something like that, and then went to sleep, and then woke up halfway through the night when the painkillers had worn off, and that was probably the worst feeling. They had given me crutches to use, so I was kind of using those, and they tell you to stay hydrated, so you're going to the bathroom a lot. So in the middle of the night, pain meds wore off, trying to use crutches in the dark. It's like 2 o'clock, so obviously I'm tired, in pain, trying to use the crutches to go pee real quick. And that was probably the worst night, and that wasn't even that bad, thank goodness. But yeah, after that, they said I could do weight bearing on my leg as I could take it, like I don't remember the exact term, but that's tolerable. Weight bearing is tolerable. And after Saturday, really, I was using the crutches to get up and down the stairs at the apartment and, you know, go around a little bit. It started to feel good enough that I could actually walk on my knee without using the crutches. And sometimes through this week, again, when I was pushing like 8 hours without taking a pain pill and it was starting to wear off and everything, it would hurt and I would have some trouble getting around. But then I would take a pain pill, and obviously that would help some. But now, as you can tell, I'm driving, so I'm absolutely not taking any pain medication right now. That was the reason I wasn't able to work, because I can't drive to work while on narcotics, and I shouldn't be working while on pain-killing drugs. So I'm hoping narcotics is the right word for that. But now we're all good, not on any pain pills, so totally clear-headed, don't worry about that, and able to walk around just fine. I have a slight limp, and a lot of it right now is simply when I'm wearing jeans that they rub against the incision sites, because I only have like 4 stitches, like 2 on each or something like that. But when the jean material rubs on that, it actually hurts pretty bad, and it's like the skin catches and the skin will move up and down or whatever, and you can definitely feel that. So that's really the only pain, and it's not even that bad. That's just an annoyance. But as you can tell, I'm getting around all right, so I'm very happy for that. And definitely not going to take the stairs up to the 8th floor at work or anything, but at least able to get around, and so I'm happy about that. I've said that like 16 times now, so let's get to work and then go hit this doctor's appointment and get some more information for you guys. All right, here we are. Let's go ahead. Are you too happy? Are you judging my camera setup? We'll get this on Snapchat here in a few seconds. Super short work day today. Just here from like 8:30 until about 10:20 right now. I have to go. The doctors are running a little bit late because I was trying to get a lot of work done. I had a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff left over, and of course I have all that to do. And then people are like, "Oh, you're back in the office. I need your help with this and this and this." So got a lot done, but we didn't really catch up on anything. So after the doctor's appointment, I got to work from home and get some of that stuff done. So trying to hurry up here so we can make it to my appointment on time and get that all sorted out. So head that way. I'll meet up with you guys at the doctor's office. Just got to the doctor's office right on time. I didn't even see my watch when I did that, like 2 or 3 minutes to spare. So just enough time for us to hobble our way on in there. Excited to see how the sounds because just the settings I'm running on the GoPro and how I'm using it. But excited to go see what he says, figure out when we can start doing PT. Of course, ask him when I can ride again because I know that's what all you guys actually care about. So get in there. I gotta change since I'm wearing some jeans. I brought some shorts to change into so he can look at my knee easier. But meet up with you guys probably just in the doctor's office. So we just got the stitches removed. Just had 4 of them, 2 in each of them. She said they looked great, so obviously that's good. But got those removed, and now just waiting for the surgeon to come in and look it all over. So I have my photos of my knee that he took. So going to ask him about those and see like if we can figure out what everything looks like and like if that's the meniscus tear and if that's the ACL. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know though. So when the doctor comes in, we'll be sure to check with him and get those questions answered.
So let's show you some pictures, okay?
Yes, and I brought mine too, so that's perfect.
Okay, good. So we got them all. Yeah, we'll go through. I'm going to give you a second set actually.
Okay.
So I can't take all these here.
Sounds good to me.
So they're the same thing.
Okay.
So kneecap perfectly smooth. The groove it rides in perfectly smooth. So this you want to see everything perfectly great.
Okay. Awesome.
There's your medial meniscus, inner meniscus. It's kind of got some air bubbles in front of this. Okay. So unfortunately, sorry about that, but there it is. It's perfect.
Okay.
No, medial meniscus is fine. ACL not supposed to look like this. You got kind of no ACL. Here's the tear. So this whole bunch of tissue is supposed to go way over here, and it tore and fell down. It's kind of covered with this tissue, but that is your ACL. It's supposed to be going up that direction.
Gotcha.
Like
Interesting.
part of your lateral meniscus. So you got a big tear like going into here.
Okay.
Okay, that's the front part, and then you have one in the back here. And here's the front one, and here's the back one. So right there, you see that flap?
Yes.
That's supposed to look like as smooth as that.
Oh, okay. I see.
You got a big tear right through there, and then it's not, this big flap is kind of flipping in and out. So I just start trimming that, and cutting away, and that's what's left.
Okay.
So it's like, actually it goes this way. So I snipped out that part, and then this part I took out right there too.
Okay.
So 2 flaps. So that's what it looks like when we're done in the front part, nice and smooth, and the back one looks pretty good too. Cool. So that's what your knee looks like now. So.
And then, of course, I'm assuming you won't, I'm going to ask, when will I be able to ride again? Is that like 4 to 6 weeks?
Yeah, things are going great. We got to kind of see how you do with therapy, getting the motion back, the swelling down, strength back to the point you say, you know, I can hold this bike up and really hang in there, and then you can start riding again. Cool. So, awesome. Yeah, we'll see how you hold up.
Yeah.
You know, if it starts to give out on you, though, you know, it did pretty good, and the pain is better, and swelling kind of went away, and motion's good, but it feels like a trick knee. Right. I think you should get the ACL put in. It's the most important thing to prevent more damage if you have instability. Right. You say, I don't get that. I walk fine. I turn. Everything I do is fine. It's not giving out. I don't feel like I can feel I can always trust it. Right. I don't need an ACL. Makes sense. Okay. Cool. So good. All right. Okay, good. Okay.
So quick takeaways from that. They want to do another ultrasound on my calf. Worried about blood clots again, which is a bummer. I get physical therapy rolling. Depending how physical therapy goes, of course, that'll determine when I'm back on the bike. 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8, whatever. Just making sure the knee is strong, and then make sure that I'm not it's not feeling like it's slipping or anything. Because if it does that, then we'll want to go back in and do the ACL. But I'm pretty confident we're not going to have that issue, and I'll be fine without the ACL. So that's what we got going on now. We're back in the truck, just leaving the doctor's. I was looking at where they scheduled the ultrasound for, or where they referred me to, and it's 13 miles away, which is like 35 minutes away currently in Denver, which means it'll only be worse later on. But they did the same thing the first time where I had a blood clot and I didn't, and they just asked if my calf was a little bit sore, and I was like, yeah, it just feels like I did some calf raises, and I know the doctor has to worry about it, that there could be something wrong, but I'm sure it's nothing. I don't want to go. I don't want to pay. I don't want to have to go do it. I don't want to take more time out of my day. I need to go and do at least a little bit more work today. So I'm going to find somewhere to grab some food on my way home and just get home and work from home a little bit. So we're going to leave the doctor's office now. We're going to blow off the ultrasound for the blood clot. Sorry, Mom, but I know I'm totally fine. I just don't want to mess with it. So go get some food, get home, and do a little bit of work. Hopefully the audio on this is somewhat acceptable with this new GoPro. I don't really know what to expect, so hopefully you guys can hear me well, and if not, then I'll cut out the next part. Whoa, pothole, hello. I always just like to talk when I drive to you guys. It feels a little bit more natural than holding my GoPro as I'm just sitting still. But left the doctor, asked him how long until I can ride. He said it just kind of depends on physical therapy. I got my first one scheduled for next Friday. Was hoping to get at least 2 during next week, but with the holiday, some of their physical therapists are out of the office, so and there's a lot of people scheduled, so they only had 1 opening, so I just took that 1 opening. But it just depends how physical therapy goes, how my knee feels, range of motion, strength, all that stuff, when I feel confident that I can get back on the bike. But since it's not my profession or anything, I think that the doctor is kind of erring on the side of safety. Just you don't want to push it and whatever, and I think that he's probably making it seem like it's going to be longer than it really could be. We'll see though. But as he was talking about the meniscus and ACL and everything, he was kind of sounding worried about because the issue when you don't get the ACL repaired is that if your knee doesn't feel totally stable and it slips side to side and stuff, you can continue to tear the meniscus. And if you tear the meniscus so much that you don't have any meniscus left, then your femur to your tibia is essentially bone on bone, and then you have arthritis. So that's kind of the overarching, what we're trying to stay away from theme of everything. You don't want arthritis. So he kind of seemed worried about it, that without the ACL, then my knee might not be stable, and he's like, then you'll have to come back in and get the ACL surgery, which is what we talked about from the very beginning, that we could go back in and do that. But I have a lot more confidence in myself and my knee that it's going to be totally fine without the ACL. I'll do what I can to make the knee strong so that it's not slipping out of place and it's stable and everything. But that's that. So that's that. We're getting lunch now. We just came to Sonic. It wasn't really my first choice, but there wasn't anything I wanted between the doctor's office and my apartment, so whatever.
Hi, go ahead and be ready.
All right, can I get a number 2 with no cheese and no tomato, please?
Number 2, no cheese, no tomato. Do you want ketchup, mustard, and mayo?
Can I get all 3, please?
Of course. And dry tater tot and...
let's do large tater tot and large root beer, please.
Anything else?
Just a small Reese's Blast.
Okay, total comes to $12.49. Name Cheese Sonic.
Great, thank you. All right, there we go. Double cheeseburger, no cheese. I don't really like cheese at fast food places, and no tomato because I don't like tomato. So that will be our lunch. That is the sound of me washing my windshield because it was super dirty. I think that's gonna do it, you guys, because all that I have going on now, I'm gonna get this food, shoot over to the apartment, and then when I get home, I'm gonna log on to my work laptop at home and work from home for about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit longer, because I have some stuff I need to catch up on. But after that, I am officially on my real vacation, my real holiday, because I took 4 days off next week, and Monday is Christmas, so we had that off, and then I took off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I don't go back to work until January 2nd, because we have January 1st off too. So I'm very excited for that. Of course, I would be more excited if I could ride and ride during this holiday, but it's use it or lose it. If I didn't use these holiday days by the end of the year, I would just be out for holiday days, so decided I may as well take them and just enjoy some time at home. So I think that's gonna do it, you guys. Thank you for spending your day with the first half of my day. I hope it was enjoyable, and you got some information about my recovery and you know, when to expect me to be back on the bike. Definitely, I want to be back just as bad as you guys want me to be back, and I think my plan is that I'm going to go to Aztec for the first time back on the 450.
12:49.
Right on. I was thinking about doing the 125, but I think the 125 I'd have to push harder, of course, to go fast, and could actually get myself in a little bit more trouble than riding the 450. So Aztec on the 450 will be the first ride back, but again, that's probably going to be like a month or so out, but I'll be keeping you guys updated. Thank you. Make sure that you follow me on Snapchat, Instagram. I'll update all those. We're at on? Okay. I'll update all those, and you guys can follow along with everything and stay up to date with what I got going on. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, until next time, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice. We'll talk to you later.